Okay, let's cook some eggs. I've got my little spatula that I've made, and I got a few eggs. So we're going to put some eggs in there. We're going to take a look and see how this goes. There's the first one. Number two. And number three. So there's my eggs. Now just right off the bat, if you take a look, you can see right here. See how easy that comes up? That's a nice non-stick surface. Break these yolks. I'm going to make these scrambled eggs today. Looks like it did pretty good. Looks like I need to season a little bit more, a couple more layers, because I still got a little bit sticking, but it ain't bad. You can clearly see that these eggs are doing pretty good. So this pan is ready to go. Looks like it did a really good job seasoning it. I like it that I cleaned it ahead of time because therefore, just like I mentioned earlier in the video, I don't know what kind of stuff they use in the manufacturing process oil wise, and I don't know what's in the pan, you know, from the factory. I don't know. So that first initial wash step I feel is very important. Them eggs look tasty. This is going to be a nice little snack. Looks like I got a little bit of stick in there, but if you kind of rub, you see that it's coming loose. So this is pretty much non-stick. Add a little salt and pepper. Salt now. And some more pepper. I love pepper. Okay, let's mix those babies up. Look at that. Turned out pretty good. The thing with cast iron is the more you use them, the more non-stick they get. Because each time you season it, it fills those little pores in the metal. So they're kind of like fine wine. They get better with time. Those eggs look delicious. See that stuff coming up? Now it's time for a little bit of cheese. I like a lot of cheese in my eggs. Let's get that going. And that looks delicious. See how the surface is not sticking? If it was straight out of the factory, the way the pan comes from the store, these eggs would have been sticking everywhere. So yeah, this pan took the seasoning very well. So now we're going to pour these eggs over here. Get this little right here. I have some more cheese over here. There we go. There's my eggs. You see how clean that pan is. Very nice. Okay, here we are at the sink. You can see that this water from the sink is steaming hot. This pan has cooled just a little bit, but it's still hot. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just sneak some of this hot water into the pan. See that? Go back and forth a little bit with my spatula. Just like this. We don't need any soap or anything anymore. We're just going to use hot, steamy water. Put that pan down there. We're going to use this little Brillo pad, and once we get the pot and the water neutralized to the same temperature, we can start adding cooler water now. You just don't ever want to put cold water in a cast iron pan. That's the worst thing you could do, because that cast iron pan can crack, and to be honest with you, the Chinese cast iron that I know of is notorious for doing that. So that would probably include this pan here, obviously. So there's my spatula. Get that baby cleaned up. My spatula is nice and clean. And we'll take this, make sure this handle's not too hot. I'm going to cool it down a little bit. This water is still warm on the hot side. Go down in here. We're just going to clean this baby. I'm using the green side of this little pad. There's no soap. Okay. Now we're going to take this pan nice and wet and set it on that heat. We're going to go set it right on the stove. Put the pan on. Let it heat up. It'll get rid of that water. In the meantime, we can use a rag here that we had earlier to help speed up that process. You don't want any rust. And remember earlier, this was our little oil rag. We're going to just give it a little coat. Give it a little coat of oil. You can coat the whole pan if you'd like. Make sure you dry it first. This is dry enough. We're just putting a little bit of oil on it. And this is how I store my cast iron pans. Make sure you don't forget to do the handle. So that pan is done. That's how I clean them. That's how I season them. On a pan like this, I just put it upside down. Just like that. Sorry about the camera work there. You see I put it upside down and it just sits there like that. Now if I have a pan that's like a Dutch oven, something like this guy, what I like to do with this is a couple of things. First thing is I like to have some sort of napkins or something, maybe a paper towel, something like this. Let's see, just like this, and I'll fold them and I'll put them over the pan like that, and then I'll put the lid on. What that'll do is that'll act as a wick, and that'll allow the pan inside to have oxygen in there. Okay, so it's just to create a little bit of a gap to let the pan breathe inside. The reason that this Dutch oven needs to breathe is because if it don't, it could get condensation inside, and that condensation could get inside and cause rusting. So that's the first thing I recommend, is a wick. The next thing I recommend is if you're gonna let this Dutch oven or a pan with a lid, if you're gonna let it sit for a long period of time, take some rice. Put some rice in the bottom of the pan with your wick, just like this. So you got a little bit of rice in there. You got your lid, your wick, and now this baby is ready to store for a long period of time. It's got the wick which will let it breathe, and then in the event that it does get some sort of condensation inside, which is rare because you have a wick, but if it does, you've got rice in there to absorb any moisture, and that is how I store my Dutch ovens. So folks, I hope you got some good useful information out of this video. I hope you found it useful. Please feel free to leave your comments down below, like this video, share this video, and if you like the content that you see on my channel, please subscribe. I'd love to have you. And until next time folks, thanks for watching and have a beautiful day. And Brian, I hope this video helped you out, brother. Thank you. Later. God bless.